It was just another Monday morning when David Parker, a single father of one, parked his old pickup truck outside St. Mary's School. His daughter, Emily, jumped out cheerfully, but something unusual caught his eye. Two little girls, barefoot and clutching torn books, were standing alone near the school gate, heads bowed in shame. Students walked past them, whispering, mocking. Some laughed, others just stared. David couldn't look away. Inside the school, the whispers turned into giggles, and then into cruel comments. "Why do they even come here?" someone sneered. "Their dresses look like rags," another muttered. The two girls, Lily and Grace Thompson, were twin sisters. Their father had died in a construction accident 2 years ago, and their mother cleaned houses in the neighborhood, barely making enough to put food on the table. School was supposed to be their safe place, but today, it felt like a battlefield. During the morning assembly, the principal, Mrs. Donovan, asked the school choir to come forward. A teacher hesitated before saying, "Lily and Grace were supposed to lead today, but maybe we let someone else sing." The twins stood frozen. Their voices, pure and powerful, were the only things that made them feel special. But their poverty had spoken louder than their talent. David, watching as a volunteer parent at the assembly, stepped forward. "Excuse me, but I think we're forgetting what this stage is for. Not for perfect clothes, but for real voices." There was a silence. All eyes turned toward him. "I've heard these girls sing at the community center. If anyone deserves to stand on that stage today, it's them." The principal hesitated. The twins looked at each other, unsure. But then, David nodded at them. "Sing, girls. Let them hear who you really are." With trembling hands, Lily and Grace walked up. At first, their voices were soft. But as the melody rose, so did their confidence. Their harmony filled the hall like sunlight pouring through stained glass. Every student, every teacher, even the ones who had mocked them, sat in stunned silence. When the last note faded, the room was so quiet you could hear the wind against the windows. And then came the applause, not polite clapping, but a standing ovation. Even Mrs. Donovan had tears in her eyes. After that day, everything changed. David didn't stop there. He started a small scholarship fund by organizing weekend car repairs in his garage. Other parents joined in. Uniforms were donated. Books were collected. The school's PTA set up a No Child Left Behind initiative. But for David, it wasn't just about charity. It was about dignity. He knew what it felt like to be judged. After losing his wife to cancer 3 years ago, he'd been looked at as the struggling dad, late to meetings, always tired, making ends meet with side jobs. But he also knew how one moment of kindness could change someone's entire world. The girls blossomed. Lily became the lead soloist in the school choir. Grace began writing songs. Their mother, overwhelmed with gratitude, took on weekend cleaning jobs at the school voluntarily. One afternoon, Emily asked her dad, "Why did you help them, Dad?" David smiled. "Because when the world turns its back, someone has to be the first to turn around." And so he did, with nothing more than a heart full of empathy and the courage to speak up. In the end, it wasn't just the twins' voices that silenced the crowd. It was love. It was dignity. It was the echo of one man's quiet courage that reminded a whole community what true greatness sounds like.